Let me share an incident with you which happened some time ago. If you know, I'm an atheist. Okay, I'm an atheist, and I don't believe there is any God, or I've not seen any evidence to prove that there is one. People give all sorts of claims. Who made the mountain? Who made this? Who made that? Yeah, who? Show me the evidence. Which God? And being a Catholic, born, raised Catholic, who literally wanted to be a priest, who studied the Bible, but later on went in depth and questioned each and everything, I realized it's all man-made. And then when I studied other religions and compared, it was so obvious. So, I've been very happy without any religion in my life. But my wife, on the other hand, she is a Buddhist. My wife prays to Buddha, and you'll be surprised to know she also prays to a couple of Hindu gods like Ganesha, and there are these female deities that they pray to. I don't know, is it Lakshmi or whatever? So she prays to a couple of Hindu gods, but Ganesha is one of them for sure. So you'll be surprised to know that she has an altar in the house. She has the relics that kind of remind her of Buddha, and there's this lucky chain and lucky thing, and this one powder or something, and there's Lord Ganesha's small statues and all that. Let's say maybe I'll share with you a photograph if I can. I'll share it with you. But this is what she has in the house. It's a small altar kept on a plate. And my wife generally prays in the night. She prays to Buddha. And that's how she is. So, I just leave it as it is. I never thought about this. But one day, when I came out of the room, I was doing my work. I came out of the room and I could see my wife near the bed. She had the pillow, and she had the Buddha statues and everything on that plate where she kept the statues, and she was praying, and the baby was on her lap and she was praying. So the minute she saw me, I saw her. Okay, she's praying. So I was like, okay. She gave me that look, like kind of a surprised look, or I don't know, afraid look or something like that. So, but I didn't think much of it. I thought, oh, she's praying, okay. Then I went, say sorry, and I went back in. The music was on. So I switched off the music because, it's respect. She's praying. So some time passed, and then after that she came in holding the baby. And she was like, how are you? Okay, sorry I disturbed. I said, you didn't disturb, you're doing your prayer. It's okay. So then she came next to me, and like a small child, when she has done something wrong or she has broken something, she just touched me on the shoulder, and she was holding the baby, and she's like, are you angry? I said, angry for what? She said, angry because I pray with baby. I said, you pray with baby? That's good. Why am I angry? She said, no, because I didn't ask you. I said, ask me for what? I don't understand. So my wife was a little worried. So I told her, sit down. So I made her sit down, and I said, I don't understand what happened. So then my wife told me, see, I know you Christian. That's all. I know you Christian. I'm not Christian, and baby not pray to Jesus. I said, what gave you all these ideas? I was still confused. Then later on she said, okay. Then she explained to me that she was part of these Facebook groups. Okay, there are many of these Facebook groups which Thai women who are married to foreigners. And among the many groups, there is one where Thai women who are married to Indians. Okay. Now in this group, they share thoughts, ideas about their Indian husbands. So, she has been taking a lot of input, and she found it very surprising that Indian men, some of them it seems don't like to have baths, some of them are stinky, some like to keep underarm hair, some and okay, those are basic quirks of some Indian men. But it seems the underlining thing which was very common with all Indians is they wanted the wife to convert to their religion. They wanted their wives to follow their culture. They wanted their wives to listen to their husband and, mother and father. But one of the most important things is the husbands wanted their children to grow in their religion. So the child should follow their particular religion. So if it's a Muslim husband, he wants the children to be Muslims. If it's a Hindu husband, he wants the children to be Hindus, and so on and so forth. So she believed that me being a Christian or ex-Christian, I wanted the child to be a Christian. So I told her, I'm not a Christian. I was a Christian. I don't pray. Okay, maybe you want baby not to believe in God. I said, no, I'm okay with anything. You can make the child believe in Buddha or Hindu God or any God. Muslim. She said, no, not Muslim. I said, okay, any religion, you can make the child in any religion. And mind you, the reason why she said no for Muslim is not because they hate Islam or something. There is this ongoing tussle between Buddhists and Muslims, and they have had pretty bad incidents taking place where some Muslim people, they set Hindu these things on fire, and you can just Google search this historical battle that has been going on. And plus, there is enough and more publicity about what some Muslim men do. And even some Muslim tourists, when they come here, they cause a ruckus. Okay. So she told me that, no, if you want Christian, you can make Christian. I told her, see, listen, you don't need to make anything. You do what you want. Just important, I don't care whichever God, just make sure the baby is like you, respects your papa and mama, goes to, respects elders, does what you say, is obedient. Just to give you an idea, when my wife goes to meet her mother and father, she washes their feet and she kisses their feet and puts her head on their feet to take their blessings. I told her, you can make the baby do this. I'm absolutely okay with this. I want her to be humble and God-fearing, exactly like these values. So she was pretty happy with it, and they continue to pray. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this incident is not to kind of tell you, oh, see, I'm such a loving, understanding, caring father. No, fuck all that. I don't give a damn. The reason I'm sharing this with you is to let you know that even though I'm an atheist, it doesn't matter to me what religion my child follows, as long as the child is a good human being, as long as the child has good values. I don't care if the child goes to church, goes to a mosque, goes to a temple. For me, it doesn't matter. The only thing where I might be a little concerned is they start bringing their religious nonsense and start forcing other people or compelling other people, no, this is bad or this is this. Like I've had some Muslim clients who even in Dubai, they used to come to the house and say, you should remove your tattoos, this is a haram, or please, there is a dog in your house. If you can throw the dog, I will be your client. That all is shit. Okay? I've had people tell me, Loy, you should read the true Christian Bible, believe in Lord Jesus, or man, stop being satanic. That's all nonsense. So as long as you can keep your religious... See, what I call religion is like your private parts. You have it, keep it private. Don't go around, marketing it and showing everyone, see how big it is, see how beautiful it is, see. Keep it private. Don't go around sticking your private parts on everyone's face and ramming it down people's throat. Nobody's interested. So for me, religion is a private matter, a personal choice. You do what you want. Just don't go around flaunting it, and assuming that you're superior or better. So as far as my little baby goes, as long as it makes you a better person, a better human being, that you can contribute to society, I'm okay with it. But the minute it crosses that and goes into change the world and convert everyone and I'm better than you and you'll go to hell if you don't follow my religion, come to my side of the team, then fuck you. That's as far as it goes. So these are my thoughts. This is what I told my wife. So you can let me know, what do you think? Very interested to know yours. Right? You guys take care. This is me signing off.
You know why I want this fucking job? You know why the I want a job? Fucking because I'm the only fucking person who wants this fucking job. That's why I want this job.
Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Machedo.